Hello, my students. Today we are going to learn about comparatives and superlatives. Let's get right into it. Comparative adjectives and adverbs, what are they? Imagine you want to compare two things, maybe two cars, two friends, or two ways of doing something. How would you do that in English? Don't worry, it's actually pretty simple. We'd have to use something called comparatives. We'll start with comparative adjectives first. Adjectives are used for describing nouns such as people, places, or things. When comparing two nouns, we use adjectives. How are comparative adjectives formed? It depends on the number of syllables an adjective has. For one-syllable adjectives, we add er to the adjective. Fast becomes faster. For example, John can run faster than Karen. Remember, the key is to use than after the comparative form. It shows you're making a comparison between two things or actions, which in this case, you're comparing John and Karen. If the adjective ends in a vowel consonant pattern, we double the final consonant before adding er. Thin becomes thinner. You can say, this notebook is thinner than this one. For adjectives with two syllables that end in y, we first need to change y to I, and then proceed to add er. Funny becomes funnier. For example, I think comedy series are funnier than drama series. For adjectives that are two syllables or more, we use the word more or less before the adjective. Intelligent becomes more intelligent or less intelligent. You could say, my brother is more intelligent than I. Now let's take a look at comparative adverbs. Adverbs describe verbs, adjectives, or other adverbs. They tell us how something is done. When we compare how two actions are performed, we use comparative adverbs. For most regular adverbs, those that end in ly, we need to add more or less before them, which is somewhat similar to two-syllable adjectives. For example, carefully becomes more or less carefully, or easily becomes more or less easily. Let's take a look at several examples of regular comparative adverbs. He drives more carefully than his brother. She sings less beautifully than he.